everybody, my name is Marietta. These are general readings for the month of June. And last but not least, these are the air signs. And the air signs start off with Aquarius, which is from the 22nd, 23rd of January to the 22nd, 23rd of February. And let me draw the cards for the month of June for Aquarians. The past, the present, the future, then what to look at and what maybe is an ultimate card here. All right, Aquarians, there is not much action in your deck for the month of June, because it seems that in the past you had to weigh up quite a number of things and really have a balance here, and maybe you checked whether all the boxes were checked and whether you could really have a good balance between career and home life, because at present it is as if you really work at a position or a job, a career where you are working even higher up, or you've just received an extra income, or you worked yourself up into a position that is a higher position. For the future, it feels as if you not completely know which way to go. So it could be that you had a promotion, or that you have a promotion in the month of June, and you're not quite aware how you need to go forward with this new job, because the Page of Swords is always somebody who finds a new way in how to deal with new ideas, with new studies, and it's a new way, and it's also a messenger. What is important to look at is that be careful of any kind of battles that you might to take up, because the Five of Swords is normally not a win-win situation. So maybe what is important here is that you keep the balance that you learned in the past. Normally Aquarians are not people who really like any conflict situation. So even if you feel this month that you need to say your say, maybe just walk away, because the Five of Swords is always a card of it's not a win-win situation, and you might even regret what you say then. What shows up as well is that the Four of Swords comes up. So it is as if you found a certain kind of balance. You most probably go into a position of more, or a work situation with more responsibility. You don't know how to really stand up for yourself in that position. Step away if you don't know, because there's a lot of power in not knowing. Otherwise, it could be that you get yourself into a position of becoming sick because you put too much pressure on yourself. So be very aware of keeping the balance. Also, the power of not knowing, of just juggling and looking at how you can resolve a certain situation, how you can move forward for your team and yourself. And if somebody pushes your buttons, that you actually just count to 100, or you say to the person, I will get back to you on that one, because my feeling is you will be tested by a certain opponent, or by somebody who's jealous of you having received that position, and that it will actually be good if you just step away and also realize that you need some time out, and that weekends are very good for some time out, not to become sick. Because when we know that there needs to be balance in life, we wouldn't become sick, because for any kind of illness, we need to have the affinity for it. It's not because of a virus, It's because of an imbalance in your emotions, in your spiritual, and in your physical life that you become sick. It's always a lesson. So be very aware to stay away from any kind of conflict, to really focus on your new career and on not having to be perfect in any way, and that you will be dealing with this. It is a new situation. Stay balanced. The message is that you need to know that you have a guardian angels from birth. Everybody has one, two, or three guardian angels from birth onwards. Some are even there before you get born, and they guide you. And Aquarian people can be very much um, into believing that there is something more than what we can see with the eye. Trust and speak a prayer when you feel that you don't know what stance to take, so that you can get divine guidance. With that, I am finishing off for the month of June, Aquarius, and going into the following sign, which is Gemini. We today have a new moon in Gemini, being the 30th of May, 2022. Gemini is a very busy sign and is from 22nd of May to the 22nd of June. And they like to have information, dropping it off, the news, everyday stuff. It's a lot of communication. It's a lot of getting around. It's very much an intellectual sign. They don't like to deal with emotions. And they are the thinkers, they are the studiers, they are the rational people, and it's all about facts and figures. So let's see what it is for Gemini for the month of June. I shuffled the cards, one for the past, for June, for Gemini. Remember, it's a general reading, the present, then the future, an extra card for June, and how you will move forward. So let's have a look at the past. Was either a trip or a lot of victory. The present, just be very aware that you might find out about lies that have been not seen or not dealt with in the past that are relevant at the moment. And it might also be that what you find out puts you in touch with where you want to be. So it's most likely a month of certain hidden secrets coming to the surface for you, Gemini. And then going into the future says that you will have enough money to even give to the beggar. Don't think in terms of scarcity or loss, but that you can really look at the ships that are coming in. So take a decision whether these secrets puts you on the road of something new. I have the feeling this has very much to do with career, because the card that comes in extra is the Knight of Pentacles, which might be a new opportunity for making money or a new project, or that you actually want to look at other opportunities. So get your CV ready if you want to make a change career-wise. This does not seem to involve any kind of emotion, so I do not have the feeling that it has to do with your home life, but very much with secrets out there, or that you find out a lot of things that you were wondering about, and that suddenly things become very clear. Also with finances, with your own situation, with secrets in the company that were not dealt with, or that you suddenly find out about certain things that you didn't see in the past that you can resolve now, but that with this you feel you can move on. This is then for June, but not as yet any move forward. For June, just look at your whole situation, deal with the secrets or the lies that come to the surface, so that you can then take a stance and see where you want to go after after the month of June. So the card that we have here is listen. And that is exactly what is very important here, because it coincides with the Three of Rods, which is just looking, not taking action. Listen also means hear what people have to say. Don't cut them short and think already of what you want to say, but listen what is being said, because you will hear things that you need to know before you move into the month of July. So this then for Geminis, nothing to be scared of. Just don't move forward. Don't rush away. Don't run away. Don't be the thief that disappears at night. But look everything in the face. Listen to everything. Look at your situation to then be able to see an opportunity into July or August. The last but not the least of the air signs are Librans, which are from 22nd of September to 22nd, 23rd of October. And often Libra people are people who want to please everybody, but also procrastinate, please everybody. And to please everybody is really not something we can do, because somebody will get hurt. So be very aware of your own boundaries as well, and that we cannot try and harmonize everything and then we stay stuck to a situation where there are no boundaries because we want to not cause any disharmony. This is then for Librans, general reading for June. A past card, a present, and the future. And then for the month of June, and a certain test. So Libra, you're most probably the sign in the month of June that has had incredible upheaval in the past. So you might have even changed jobs, be really in a traumatic situation still, because in the present, you're either the queen or the king. It's just an energy here of really having the sword. In other words, dealing with a situation that happened in the past with clear thinking and clear ideas to then go forward into a card of freedom, enjoyment of your financial situation, of a good emotional situation, having the freedom, having independence, being self-sufficient, and really looking at what is good in your life. Whether you're female or male, you need to get back to your inner harmony after this traumatic event of a sudden change in your life, and to then look forward, because there will definitely be a page. In other words, there will be a new opportunity where you can then reach out and become active to move forward, whether that's emotionally or career-wise or in both fields. In other words, your whole life. I have the feeling it could be for a lot of people in your personal and your career life is that you really want to make a new beginning. But as yet, it's not like overseas move. It's just really looking at where do you want to go, what do you want to do, and that you will look at new opportunities which will come in. Career-wise, more than emotionally, but see what you've got. And if you have a strong system at home that's a strong support system, then value that. In other words, speak about gratitude, be thankful, and simplify your life so that you can feel that you have actually independence, that your life is actually good, and don't cut yourself with a sword. The card says see the other person's point of view. So if this is emotional, which came to mind when I drew the card, then really, if there was a major fight or even a divorce in the past, then try and find forgiveness and see the other person's point of view if you want to actually come to a position of accepting an acknowledgement of two people that are different in life, and to then have a better outcome for the future than being actually just feeling that you were done in, and that everything was against you, which is not the case. I feel that there's a lot going on for Librans for the month of June, because the emotions came through for certain kind of Librans, and then the career came through for other kinds of Librans, and then for some it's career wise and emotional wise. In other words, with your loved one or your special loved one, your marriage or your partnership, your relationship, which is very unsettling for Libra people, because they don't like any disharmony, they don't like fighting, they don't like severe changes, because they always like to have everything just and fair. So at the moment, you need to see the other side. You need to see the opinions of other people. You need to take that in regard. You need to look at it to have harmony within yourself. If you want a personal reading, please go to mariettatennison.com.